Piggy, 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 piggy.
Yo, piggies. So, we got ourselves here a Superduke car, 1290. And what we're going to do today is get rid of this horrendous piece of shit here. It is huge. And clean up this tail a bit with one of these bad boys. Yeah, RNG standard tail tidy. Obviously RNG, renowned for being the best. So we're going to go with that, and all the other tail tidies sit a bit further out. This tucks right up into where the mounting point is. So should look good. Right, let's do this shit. So first thing you want to do, remove the rear seat like so, and then you should see those 4 bolts there. That is where it mounts under there, if you can see it. We need to disconnect obviously the indicators first, so that's all tucked down in there. So just get in there and have a look. Pretty straightforward. We got the tail light wire there, just unclip that. And we got the wire in for the indicators there, just unclip that. Simple as. And so they're disconnected, just like that. So now all we've got to do is just undo those 4 there. Looks like it's a T30, Torx 30. That whole unit should pop off. Thread all those wires through, and voila, it should all pop out. Let's go. Now all those are undone, they should just pop off. Obviously thread the wire through as you go in. And there's the monstrosity. How easy was that? Obviously I want to reuse these indicators. They did send some ones with the RNG. Quite smart looking. Tiny ones. But these aren't RNG micro ones, these are like cheap fucking shit. From my experience with any of these, or anything that looks cheap, comes in a cheap bag, they're just going to fill up with water straight away, and we don't want that. So we're going to use the genuine units because they're pretty streamlined as they are, and they look good with the bike. So I'm going to just basically undo these bolts here, blah blah blah, pull all that wiring through and disconnect them. So boom, let's do it. So after about 1,000,000 T15 Torx screws, this thing just breaks in half like so. You got all your wiring channeled through that and all these block connectors, so we just want to disconnect it all really, so we can get those bloody lights out of there. Right, so now all that's out, what you'll have, you've got your 2 indicators and nuts for them to go on, and a bit of loom that connects all of it. So what we're going to do now is, this comes in 2 separate pieces. There's the main bracket, and then there's the indicator brackets. The indicators go there and there. That is mounted up in there on the inside with 2 of the supplied nuts. So I'm going to attach that now, put the indicators on, screw them in, and then we'll go from there. So mounted that part and that part together, as you can see. Right, and now that is going to take the indicators there So let's get them on. Right, so mounted those, as you can see. They're in there, all looking good. So what it looks like now, we want to mount this little license plate lamp. Thread that through that hole there, and then just put 2 little 8mm nuts that side, and that should be on there. Right, so we've got the license plate lamp in there, as you can see. It's all bolted in. What I've done is they come with these heat shrink tubes, so your wiring goes through that, and I've used the glue gun to fill up that hole and put that heat shrink tube in. That is going to stay forever and nothing's going to get in there, no moisture or anything, so that's all good. Now all we got to do is tidy up this wiring a bit on the back here. So yeah, all tidied up. They come with these little adhesive, like kind of clamp on wire holders, so stuck those on, wrapped them around the wires there, and then cable tied the whole lot together there, so it all looks like a proper job. The pigs don't fuck about. Right, now our lugs are going in those 4 slots there, and then the cables will go up through that hole in the middle and come out just there through that grommet, so it's watertight. So what we got to do, obviously got the 2 here. We need to attach 2 more brackets to this, so it all goes up in there. Right, so those are on there now, like so. Don't do those up tight just yet, because obviously we got to put it up in there and make sure it aligns properly, and obviously get the bolts through there into there before we tighten up this, because that's obviously moving about. What we need to do just before we trial fit that, that's obviously right close to the tail light there, on top there. So we've got soft adhesive foam pad that comes with the kit. Gonna stick some just there, like so. Right, so now all our foam pad is on there. We're gonna run these cables up through that hole and trial fit it. Right, so as you can see, it's all on there pretty tidy. So done up the bolts. Those bolts just go into the holes that were on the tail tidy. All tight. That is tight on there. Looks good. All the wirings here. So all you gotta do, well, the indicators are pretty simple. They're just plug and play. Plug those straight in. But the actual license plate lamp, what I'm gonna have to do is cut the old connector. That one there. Cut it. Crimp in. This kit actually comes with some bullet connectors, because there's bullet ends on the actual R&G tail tidy license plate lamp. So, and then that'll connect directly into the original wiring loom. So the only thing I'm really messing up is the old license plate lamp, but that could always be resoldered at a later date if I ever wanted to fit it again. So let's do this. Got all the wiring done, routed. So yeah, looks looks like standard. There you go, that's all done. And basically all you gotta do now is fit your number plate. Just show you what it looks like. Turn the hazards on and the license plate's on anyway. There you go. Looks pretty fucking badass. Right. That's all from the pig. Catch you later, fuckers.